Okay, we got the homie Benoit Floyd and the lovely Janica.
Hey.
Two dignitaries here in Leyte. Thank you for visiting us. Yeah, and I want to say thank you to the both of them for these last couple of days. It's been awesome just hanging out and everything, getting to talk to each other, getting to meet you both. You guys got a cool story. I just want to ask you some cool questions. Nothing crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Well, before you get into it,
sure.
I just want to take the opportunity to thank you because you've introduced us to so many people. You've connected us with so many people. I felt like we were meeting royalty because you're holding it down for Leyte and Tacloban. Or Tacloban.
Tacloban.
Yeah. You've been putting us onto different stuff from, the people to connect with, the apps to use, going to this place and that place. I mean, even the first day we met, you said, oh, hey, have you been here? Oh, you guys need to go here. Oh, you need to have lunch here. Oh, you have to check out this spot. So that's cool to know that I'm meeting the expert who knows everything there is to know about Leyte and Tacloban. And shout out to your lovely wife, who's our camera woman behind the scenes, holding it down, making sure everything's working properly. So shout out to you both. We are very appreciative of you both.
Isn't it crazy that you could talk to people? Mind you, this is the first time. I've known Floyd since 2023, but this is the first time we met, and it's like I feel like I've known him for years. This is insane. You know what I mean? Like just off of 3 days. Like, so but it's all love, bro. Thank you. Yeah. So how'd you like Leyte? What was your thoughts about the trip?
The funniest thing is I've been to Tacloban before.
Right.
This is actually our second trip. My first trip was 2 years ago, approximately, and I came out here to visit one of my virtual assistants because I was just kind of curious. I was interested in the area, and I think after I posted content about it, you had reached out to me on Instagram, but we were already in Manila. But this second time around, I had the opportunity to actually explore Tacloban, go to a couple of different areas, check out some of the barangays, and go to some other spots other than our hotel. So honestly, this second trip was way better than the first trip. It exceeded my expectations, and this was the first time where it didn't just feel like I was filming content. It felt like I was really connecting with friends and like-minded individuals. Even when you guys met new people that we were, getting familiar with, it just seemed like everyone's family.
Yeah. I want to ask you about your Procas experience. That's Julia's favorite restaurant. How was that? Do you have something like that in Manila? I'm sure you do, of course. Filipino barbecue.
Yeah. I mean, we can get Filipino barbecue almost anywhere. However, it was really tasty. Especially the liempo. Like, what was your favorite, babe?
I like the liempo. But also, I can tell that the meat is fresh.
Right. Exactly. That's the main thing.
It's clean. Yeah, it's just different.
Yeah.
Because also the prices are really a lot more affordable.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying not to use the word cheaper.
No, I think in some ways you can use cheap. Just not when it comes to like real estate. Like that's where it's really sensitive. But food, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me in the province, I've noticed I love eating carinderia, street food, food stalls, because it's usually a lot cleaner.
Right.
Way more affordable. I don't have to worry if I'm gonna have the stomach virus the next day. In Manila or big cities, I usually avoid carinderias and street food and all of that because I just don't know how long the food's been sitting, how long the meat's been sitting. So when people ask, should you travel to the provinces or what it's like, guys, step outside of the city, go to the province. I'm not gonna be one of those people to say the province is the real Philippines and the city is not. Every single part of the Philippines is the real Philippines. You're just getting different versions of it. So when I'm in Manila and I'm in BGC or Makati, that's a more modern part of the Philippines.
Right.
But when I'm in the province, that's also still part of the Philippines. It's just a slower pace.
Right.
And I don't prefer one over the other. I like them both for different reasons.
Like a balance.
Yeah.
How about you had an experience with Airbnb? No shot to Airbnb, they're a great company. But how did you feel about like Rose Vanille versus the Airbnb?
Yeah, so a shout out to Rose Vanille. It is a very interesting and unique hotel. I believe the front of the hotel where the lobby is at is like an old home, a historical home.
It looks like an old ancestral home. I'm not sure if someone still lives there.
Right, Jules, the mayor or something owned it. Rose Vanille. It was some rich family here.
Okay, so they are old money then.
Yeah, exactly.
That's one of the oldest people that's been there here in
okay.
So our first trip, that's what really attracted me about that hotel. It's because of the old house in the middle. And then when you get there, of course, you're not gonna live in the old house. They surrounded it with the hotel rooms.
But it's very nice, and I usually like to book Airbnb, and this time that completely failed me because although our host was very nice, accommodating, they even let us check in earlier, when we got to the Airbnb, the room was just way too small.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend is a 5'2" Filipina, and when she says something is too small, I know it's too small. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm an easygoing guy. I can kind of just get in where I fit in. I can fall asleep almost anywhere. But yeah, when my short girlfriend says, "Hey, babe, this is really tight. This is tight. This is real cozy," I'm like, "All right, let's go with Rose Vanille." So we ended up cutting our stay short. We texted the Airbnb host, and then we ended up looking at Rose Vanille. So guys, when you're going to the province, I don't care if you like to do Airbnb or any of those other, booking sites that are very popular in the cities. It's just best to go with the hotel. You'll have a much better experience. Try to book the best hotel in that province. You won't go wrong. And Rose Vanille has hundreds of reviews. A lot of people stay there. And the restaurant,
Sausage and
yeah.
Sausage.
Some of the best food. Oh my gosh, especially their beef steak. Really good.
We had a wedding celebration there, so when Floyd told me that they were staying, I'm like, bro, I love Rose Vanille. Like, that's literally my spot.
Yeah.
Like, shout out to Rose Vanille. Please, like, give me a sponsor or something, or give me a free night. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm helping your business right now. This guy, these two are big. They're big people on the YouTube space, like, honestly. So, but I was so happy that you guys found a place that would suit you.
Right.
You know what I mean? At a quick moment's notice, because it's hard sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Especially in peak season, you try to book a place,
Right.
you might be out of luck, but you guys were able to find a good place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so we're happy to experience Leyte province. We're going to leave Tacloban City to go to
Palompon.
Yes.
and we're going to see something that I've been wanting to see for years, which is the
What?
Kalangaman.
Every time you have to say the Tagalog word,
Extra emphasis on the Tagalog. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Kalangaman.
Kalangaman.
Kalangama. Awesome. You guys definitely have a safe trip driving there. Are you nervous at all? I asked you earlier. How you feel?
I feel pretty good about it. I think when you're in the city, driving can be intimidating, which is why I don't drive in the city. But in the province, I think it's okay as long as you're not in dangerous driving scenarios that you're not used to. So
exactly.
if you're in a place that's very mountainous, it's probably not the best idea to drive if you're not accustomed to that. A few hills here and there are okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I've driven a U-Haul from Houston to Philadelphia.
You're a driver.
Driving all throughout the United States. So I think I'd be fine.
I would say last but not least, what do you recommend about Leyte, about Tacloban, anywhere in Leyte? What do you recommend to people that they have to check out when they come here?
So that's a very unique and interesting question. And my answer is going to be a little different than what you expect. So in terms of sites to see, I have a couple. The MacArthur Memorial in the park, that was very impressive.
Love MacArthur.
I really enjoyed that. I'm a history buff, so I love anything related to history. And then, even though it's controversial and depending upon, what you like about these people, you may not want to go see this, but I would still recommend going to the Imelda Marcos church slash museum. I mean, it's not her church, but museum slash church.
Santo Nino, right?
Yeah, Santo Nino.
Yeah.
I would recommend that because if you love history, even if you don't agree with people politically, the history is fascinating.
Right, exactly.
It's very, very fascinating. And despite what has gone on in the Philippines, I think it is somewhat impressive that they've kept this place intact. And, it's part church, part museum. So I would definitely check that out. And then also, for Leyte province, check out
Kalangaman.
Check it out. I think it's very fascinating and interesting. I love pretty blue water, islands, sandbars, all of that. But also, connect with the people, especially the expats here. So
there's a lot of expats here.
Yes, connect with people like Julian and Julia. Connect with Mr. Will, which is the black man in the village. Yeah, connect with Eddie. Connect with the expats here because even though the community may be small, it's a strong community.
Yeah.
Like just seeing everyone link up, I'm like, man, you would have thought you guys knew each other for years, and I'm like, no. Eddie's like, yeah, we just met like 4 months ago.
We're strong out here, man. We make strong ties with each other.
Yeah.
Right?
Also, where you can find expats, just go to the Robinsons Mall.
We're always there.
They're always there.
Go to Robinsons and just wait about 15 to 20 minutes and you'll see every single expat in Tacloban.
Yeah. We don't bite, you know what I mean? Just say what's up, you know what I mean? Tap in. We're good people. Yeah.
And then go to Breezer's Cafe.
Yes.
Yes.
To now on.
Shout out to Breezer's Cafe. They're holding it down with the best coffee in Leyte province. You've heard it from Pinoy Floyd, and I don't even drink coffee, so you know that's official.
Breezer's TV on YouTube, by the way. That's Eddie back here. That's his channel. So tap in with Eddie, especially if you come in Leyte. Yeah. But the saying from MacArthur was "We will return," right? So hopefully that applies to you both. You both will come
100%.
back soon and visit us again.
Of
We had a blast. We shall return.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully we can link up again. And then when me and Julia in Manila in a few months for our Balik Bayan, hopefully we can tap in with these two good people and they can show us something in Manila. So
Yeah.
thank you again, bro. I appreciate
Yeah,
you.
of course.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
God bless. Yeah.